Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today is episode 22 on the HermitCraft server. It's good to see you all here, still enjoying my Let's Play episodes. It is currently Monday the 30th of September. Last Monday, if you're watching this on the Sunday, that's already getting confusing for me. Not going to continue on with that sentence. Basically, I am uploading, or have just finished uploading, episode 21 of HermitCraft, and it was late. It came out on a Monday. That doesn't usually happen, and I'm going to start off this video by explaining that, because YouTube is being weird again. Yes, I'm going to have another YouTube-based rant. I seem to be having them every week at the minute. I'm sure you're all like, great, Mumbo's having another rant. I'm just going to tune out for a bit. But this one is specifically strange. It sort of confused me because there was no real reason for it. Episode 21 was being uploaded, and it turns out that YouTube just thought, that's copyrighted. We're not letting him upload that. So every time it uploaded, it said copyright strike, inbound, and I was just like, no! So I deleted it, and I repeat that process about 3 times, and then I finally uploaded it a 4th time. Don't know why, it just worked, it's gone up, and everything is great, if not a little bit late. But I also want to have a little chat to you about a couple other things, and instead of wandering about my base, not doing a whole lot, I might as well go elsewhere and talk about them there, so you can get a good little bit of eye stimulus while you're listening to me chat. So the first thing that I want to have a talk about whilst pondering around the town, because I've seen a ton of awesome new buildings go up, is Eurogamer. And I've also talked about this multiple times now, but Jesus, it was last weekend, and it was really fun. I had a great time. I was chatting to everyone. I had my photo taken by about 15 different people, which is incredible. I was not expecting to be recognised by anyone. I went there with my press pass, ready with my camera and everything like that, and I was just like, no one's going to know who I am. But it turns out a lot of you recognise me. Now, another thing that probably helped, how did that happen? What is that? Oh, it's a painting. That's really smart. Wow, that's a really cool piece of detail. That completely confused me for a while there. This is a Zoom Avoid's dig for hire shop, which is quite a nice idea. He's really going wild with the daylight sensors there. That's going to cost a lot. Alright, anyway, back to what I was talking about. So yeah, I wasn't expecting anyone to recognise me. Turns out loads of people were. I played in the Minecraft PvP tournament. I don't play PvP at all. I don't even do Hunger Games or anything like that. And I came second out of all of Eurogamer. How incredible is that? That was absolutely hilarious. I almost won a really expensive headset, and I threw my sword by accident because the keyboard was weird, and it was being live streamed on a massive screen with multiple people watching. We're talking hundreds of people watching, and a commentator, and the guy that was trying to kill me approached me at haste, and I just threw my sword, and I remember the commentator going, that was a bit of a strange tactic, wasn't it? And I just thought, oh god, I just want to die. And I did die. But anyway, we're going to check the Redstone Consultancy. No one's been. Excellent. Now, the next thing that I want to discuss is that we have actually had a handful of donators. So I am going to get the list up on my other screen, and I will read those out to you, because that means we're going to have to build a couple of donator houses, which is going to add a little bit of bulk to our village, which is very exciting stuff. We are now back over at my village because, like I just mentioned, we are going to be doing some stuff for the donators. Now, I have got 4 donators, 4 people that need a home, so that means that we are going to have to build 4 donator houses. But it's just been drawn to my attention from a YouTube comment that, well, I think I've had quite an almighty faux pas. I've commandeered a horse. This one, it wasn't meant for me. I picked up the wrong horse. How terribly awkward of me to do that. So, I've robbed a horse on HermitCraft, and people don't take well to horses being robbed, so hopefully nobody noticed me steal this poor stallion, but we will swiftly return him and pick up the horse that was meant for us, because, well, I can't see myself robbing a horse like that. Although it is very funny, it was completely by accident, and I apologise to the owner of this horse. He will make it home safely, albeit without all that armour. I mean, he can't be turning up in a new suit. We're going to suit up our new horse. But yeah, I don't know what to say. We are now back over at the animal pen, and this is King's steed. Yeah, that was my old horse. This is the horse that I meant to have, but I'm faced with an almighty dilemma here. I don't know how to tame horses. I keep clicking on him, and he keeps spooning out like that. And I've got no idea what to do. He's flying kicking me, whereas King Steed, you know, I plonk my saddle on him, and I'll be straight up there like a trooper. But this guy, he's not playing cricket, which is a terrible shame. So I'm going to have to look up how to raise a horse so that we can avoid stealing others. Because I really liked you as well. Why'd you have to go and be the wrong horse? Oh geez, things have got awkward pretty quick. I was just trying to tame my horse, and I've just ended up on a pig. I mean, there's not many times in life that you can say that you did that, but here I am on my pig. Yep. Good news, everyone. King's Ransom is a beast of a horse. I mean, he's travelling at a decent pace, but he's got a leap on him. What a guy. What a guy. So I am pretty happy with this one. We are now going to head back over to my base and get to work on those fine old donator houses. Just want to apologise real quick for the sort of jittery footage. It's not the video playing up. This is actually what it's like to play at the minute. My internet connection is pretty awful considering I am uploading. So that is why everything's looking a little bit crazy. But yeah, the horse is fantastic and I am super happy with it. Please don't drown. It's actually an upgrade from the original. So that is all good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to head back over to my base and we're going to be taking a look at where we should be building these houses. Right, King's Ransom is now safe inside that donator house. I apologise to the donator whose house that is. You've got a horse in there. I don't know what to say about that. But anyway, we are actually going to be getting to work on building some more of these beautiful houses. We are at least going to be doubling the number of houses that we have here. Currently we have 3. It's at least going to go up to 6, maybe 7 if I get all of them built in today's episode. But we do have the age-old dilemma of the fact that I don't want the back of the houses facing this base. And it's still bothering me, but I think the best solution to this is to just build one of the houses, see how it looks, and if it bothers me, strip it all down. So I am going to get to work. I'm going to get all of the resources we need. We have a couple of them here already, and then we'll see what we can create. Now, I don't know if I am going to do the standard progress updates, or I'm going to time-lapse or montage it. Who knows? Whatever happens, you're going to get some crack-a-lacking content, so get ready to be amazed. Just a really quick thing before we build any of the houses here. I apologise, I did that little speech about how I'm just going to get to work, but we do have one thing to do very fast before we get on with building it, and that is to put a sign onto this house. We have got an unnamed donator house in the village, and this one is going to be going to Toby C, or the Oven Cook. Now, I'm not going to be writing down the full name on this house, because here's the thing. I just watched the final episode of Breaking Bad. It blew my mind. Right, and I am feeling fairly emotional about it right now. So, the Oven Cook, fairly similar to the Cook. We are going to write down the Cook, and it's going to be £50. Thank you very much. On another sign, perhaps, I will also write Toby C, just so that no one gets confused. But, yeah. Oh, Breaking Bad. I could talk about that for hours. I'm not going to, though. For those of you who are like halfway through watching the series of Breaking Bad, keep going. It only gets better. And for those of you who haven't started watching Breaking Bad, watch it. Just do it. It's absolutely amazing. I loved it. It's one of the only series that I've ever watched all the way through. In fact, I think it's the only one. I'm not a big lover of television, really. And, oh, it just blew me away. I could just... I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to get to work on these houses and hopefully get them done. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop talking about Breaking Bad now. Just to let you know, they haven't paid me to say any of that. That is completely off my own head. I'm not being sponsored to advertise Breaking Bad. I'm just here to build houses, which is what I'm going to do. So, let's begin. Now that we have finished all those houses, I have got another thing planned. I think last episode I asked you guys a question. In fact, I asked you a couple of questions about what I should be doing on HermitCraft, and the general consensus was, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a decent job right now. I think I said, how many episodes do you want a week? In which most of you said just once a week, as long as it's high quality. I'll agree with that one. That's fine by me. And the other one was, how long do you want your episodes to be? In which most of you said 20 to 30 minutes, which is where I roughly try and keep my episodes as well. So I'm pretty happy about that. But I also said, what would you like me to do in episodes? And a lot of people responded with, do some form of collaboration. At the minute, I seem to be playing a bit of single player. And I know I'm on a server with a fantastic community, but I, true to form, am being a bit of a hermit. I have hermited away in my own little base, and I don't really do many videos. I haven't done any videos, let's be honest. I haven't done any videos with anyone else, and that is just not how you do it on a server. So, thank you to Azuma. Also, I just thought I'd drop that in there. He's given us a box of bones because he's been using the mob trap. So yeah, we have got a ton of other resources. It's just the bones are on a little bit on the low side because Azuma's been using them, which is fine by me. He can keep doing that as much as he likes. And in fact, we are actually going to be going over to his base right now, and I'm going to do a little bit of a dual commentary type deal base tour, so you guys can take a look at what he's been up to on the HermitCraft server, which I think is a really good way of getting together, showcasing what everyone has been up to, because I've been a bit out of the loop. If you guys aren't watching any other hermits, then you are well and truly out of the loop, and it'll be nice to see what other members are doing. So I'm going to head over there, and I will catch you in a second. So I am here with Azuma Void. We are in his base and playing a little bit of a walk around the pillar. But yeah, I just thought we'd take a look at Azuma's base and just see what he's been up to, because like I just mentioned, I've been hermiting away for myself and not really taking a look at what others have been up to. So it would be nice for you guys and me to see what old Azuma over here has been doing. So
well, I can tell you, Mumbai, I have been busy.
I can see.
There is not a lot, in a sense, to show you, but there's a lot that's been done. So if you come up here...
Alright, I'll pop one up.
You will see outside that I have been working hard at creating my own little biome here.
It looks amazing.
It is awesome. I very much like it.
It's a grand looking place. Like that's a really cool... So are you going... You're going right the way to the edge of that stone... Oh, hang on. You've got a border going around there. So you're going right to the edge of that?
We're going as far as we can see. Now the centre is actually, you see the cobblestone on top of the iron over there. You may notice there's actually a few like groups of iron. There's one over the other side of the hill over there. That is all thanks to you actually, because your iron farm you built has been extremely useful.
I know, it's been racking up.
It means I can be extremely lazy and just leave beacons all over the place.
Yeah, that's always good.
Which is pretty convenient. We're going as far as you can see, which you can kind of see if you come up the top here and look towards the sugarcane farm.
Man, I remember when you first started on the new HermitCraft, you were like, you know, I'm going to be taking things at my own pace. If this is your own pace, I mean, that's an incredible... So, right the way, wow. I got
to say, it doesn't take as much time as you think. Often when people see something like this, they imagine that it's happened like in one day. You know, you look at it like, wow, that must have taken you this amount of time. But yeah, it does. But you do it over a period of time,
so
and then
it's a gradual, ongoing thing. So
exactly.
Are you going to be keeping the sugarcane farm here? Is that going to be?
That's temporary. I need a permanent solution to that. And my plan here is to build my base underground, right. So you won't actually see a lot of what's above ground. Which doesn't make much sense.
A wasteland. So are you going to get rid of this temple here then?
This is temporary, but I've got a feeling this might stay for a very long time. People seem to like it, and I like it too.
I quite like it. I thought this was a really cool sort of main base area thing here, and then obviously you got your farms here as well.
Yep.
you've got all the gear laid out in one place. Have you got? I saw in an episode the other day that you had done a skeleton farm, and also I think you should probably explain these water streams as well. What are these things here?
Okay, the water streams were. Now you got to forgive me for some of the stuff I do in this game. I've been playing it a long time, and sometimes a solution you've seen before comes to mind, and you sort of go with it. This was all for transferring the sugarcane to some chests that I have. So over here I have a little dispenser that puts the sugarcane into the water. Now the problem with this is it just dispenses one at a time. So actually it's really slow. It hasn't really been a problem though, because I've never filled up the double chest, and you can just leave it running. You know, when you go back to doing whatever you're doing, the sugarcane keeps going through the water and into the chest, so it's not really a problem.
That's
But
nice and easy.
probably not the best way to do it.
Ah well,
And-
it's often like the simplest solution is often the best in survival. I mean,
Yeah.
coming from a redstoner, like I occasionally make things far more complicated than they perhaps should be. So
Yep.
this works well for me, and it looks pretty cool as well. I remember you did something like a bit like this on the old HermitCraft, if I seem to remember correctly. Looking way back.
Yeah, when I done my Wastelands project
Oh.
on that map, it was a water stream, wasn't it? It was a bit more themed though. It wasn't just a bunch of floating grass. Bleh. It was supposed to be like, I don't know, rustic kind of look about it.
Oh yeah. So down here, have you got a moat? Is this a moat?
Yes, it captures all the villagers and creepers and skeletons that make their way towards me. If you go down there, you'll actually see there's a load of stuff in the chest.
Oh wow, you've actually got a large amount of zombie flesh. I don't know if that's something to be proud of or not, but
It's pointless zombie flesh, but you know, collect it anyway.
tell me
why
about
not?
it. I've got, God knows. Well, I suppose I put it all into fire last episode, but yeah, I did have huge amounts of it. People keep telling me to breed dogs, but how many dogs do I need with my eight double chests of zombie flesh there?
You can breed dogs with zombie flesh.
Apparently, I don't know.
I have not heard that one before.
This is the thing. It's like when I was looking at, I got a horse in the last episode, and I've never touched horses in Minecraft before, and people were telling me all this stuff that I should have done with the horse that I didn't do. So
Yeah, I'm the same. When I saw the horses, they didn't really appeal to me much.
no, neither really. So they're nice. It's nice having a horse. Now that I've got a horse, I like having my horse. But
Here you go. Have a look at this.
oh, is this a map of
You can see the overall border, which is as far as you can see from the centre.
Right, let's take a look. Wow.
Yep.
Okay, so considering how huge this looks from here, you've done, I'd say probably, how much is that? Like a sixth?
A sixth.
For a
Yeah, a
sixth
sixth.
of the But wow, so you've got a lot of things to do, and I can see you've got like a big mound there as well that you're going to have to
I
take
got
out.
to cut down. Well, right here where we're standing, mainly off in this direction a little bit. There was a mountain higher than this that I had to cut down.
Blimey.
It's a lot of work, but you know, you gotta just take it easy because it's no race. You know, it's
Yeah,
going
if
to
you
take me
tried to do
months to
this-
finish this, and I've got lots of other things I can do while I'm doing that, and you know, it's no rush to get it done. But
Yeah, if you tried to do it in like a week, I'm sure you'd end up
Yeah.
dead.
that's it.
Just as
No
simple
time
as
to
that.
sleep. I'm digging.
So wow, it's looking cool though, and I do like the temple. I need to get myself a beacon. That's one thing that I do need to do. I haven't killed. I mean, you know what happened when I tried to kill the Wither with you guys last time. I just stood there. So at some point.
Do you know what, Mumbo? Do you know what? You need to get a beacon. I've got a place where we can build a Wither farm. I think there's a project there for us because I've been looking at designs for building a Wither skeleton farm, and I haven't had the best of luck. Maybe we could collaborate on that and then build it on HermitCraft.
That would be a good one because now that we've got the 1.614, we don't have any worries about the structures or anything. So that means
Exactly.
that I've still got the gold farm up above. Come to think about it, I'd completely forgotten about that. That I actually need to finish off because that was producing quite a lot of zombie pigment. Just had no way of collecting it. So I'm guessing there's tons of iron now. So I could probably actually make that. That's
Yeah, there's
probably
loads. I went there earlier. I mean, if you go to my base at Hermit Town, you can just take iron from there because I basically collect all of the iron and just store it in that chest.
That's the best idea. That's what I've been doing. Do you want to actually take a look at your Hermit Town Hermit Town house? Wow.
We could do, but before we go there, do you want to see one more thing that I've got here?
All right, sure thing.
The best thing, I think.
All right.
Just down this ladder, I've got my villager trading set up.
Oh, have you got?
I
Oh,
have almost 2 stacks of emerald blocks now.
Bloody hell. That is a. So you got all your paper. I saw the box of bones as well. Thanks for that at the base.
Oh yeah, man. I took about that much, I reckon, because I would go and do a bit of AFK farming, and then I would take some bones, and then after a while, I was like, I'm blatantly taking more than I'm getting.
It's all right. There's so much stuff there. I don't have a use for most of it. I've got loads and loads of gunpowder now as well, which is fine. So is this
Dude,
an
we
automatic?
got to blow something up. I've got chests of sand. I mean, we could make a nuke. Look how much sand I've got here. I'm not even kidding.
That'd be
This
good.
wall is all sand. Zombie Cleo brought 10 chests off of me for 20 diamonds, which is pretty good.
Jeez.
I'm thinking of upping the price to 3 diamonds, though. I don't know, because I was trying to calculate it. It takes more than a shovel, although you have unbreaking on a shovel. But
So it's 3 diamonds per double chest.
yeah, I think I'm gonna up the price. If you ever want a double chest of sand, it's just 3 diamonds.
Well, you know, I've got I will be needing some glass. I want to work on some glass-based products. I don't know if I'm going to be needing quite that much glass, but
It's a bit nutty the amount that I've got there.
But so you've got a is this a one of those automatic villager, not automatic, but one of these villager sort of things? That,
yeah, this is something I designed with some other people. Phenoman was one of them, you know.
Oh yeah.
Right? And a couple of guys on my server. We were working on designs for ages, and eventually, like, we got to a point where we had a design that was 3 wide, and then we managed to make it 1 wide. So now you can have them tileable like this. So there's an infinite villager breeder. If you turn your game volume down and go down this ladder,
I've got my game
really loud.
So
I need to check how many of them there are because their numbers keep going up, and it looks like there's about 500 now.
Oh wow!
Let's have a look.
So where are
There's
they?
400.
Oh god, my frame rate's suffering a little bit.
I'm gonna have to kill some of these, aren't I?
Oh whoa!
That's
Jeez. This is like a shady operation down at the bottom of Azuma's base here.
Yeah.
You've got a little
Villager orgy going on.
Oh wow, that's quite impressive. Just the number of love hearts there, that's something to...
Yeah.
That's impressive, that.
It worries me though because the numbers are slowly going up, and then the longer I leave it, one day I'm going to come on here and there's going to be like 900 and I'm going to have like 1 frame a second or something.
Yeah, or you're just going to like by accident nudge one of them. I don't know if they still do that thing where they just blast out as soon as I can't remember.
They would do if I opened it up. I'm going to have to go above and like drop a splash potion in there or something.
Maybe one day you can just open up one of those blocks and see where they fly out. But anyway, do you want to head over to the Hermit Town and take a look at your base over there? Because
sure, sounds like a good idea.
Alright. So we're now over in the Hermit Town area, and it's looking really good around here.
It's awesome, isn't it?
There is some awesome structures going up at the minute. We've got have you seen Joe Hills's? I think it's Joe Hill's or someone else's. It could be anyone's museum of pixel art type things.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's very really cool. But anyway, that is not what we're going to be taking a look at. We're going to be taking a look at Azuma's little abode. So
I haven't done anything to this place in a long time. I've got to say, I've been busy on the other place, and it's been a while since I've been here actually.
That's fine. It'll be like a little tour for both of us.
Exactly. How did I leave this place?
I always seem to remember going into this place and just looking in all your chests and just being jealous of the amount of stuff that you have got in this one and the other. Like, you have more diamonds in this chest than I actually have, and I'm assuming they're not your only ones.
They're not my only ones. This is sort of half my stuff
Oh,
I've left behind. The thing is, though, is I know a lot of people who watch videos and stuff, they see how many diamonds I've got and they're like, oh, you got so many diamonds. But the thing is, you have to go and get them. You have to go strip mining. And I've just got the tolerance to sort of, okay, now I'm going to go strip mining for 2 hours and get it done, get all the diamonds supplied up, and then leave them in the chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people get bored easily. And if you get bored easily, you start strip mining. You go for 20 minutes, you find a couple of diamonds, and you give up, and that's the difference, really.
I think if I didn't have to go to college, I'd strip mine all the time. It's just such a good stress reliever. But
yeah, it is.
Whenever I'm strip mining, all I'm thinking is I could probably be doing some form of coursework or recording a video right now, and then I stop. That's my problem. But do you still have the ravines? Are the ravines still down here?
Yeah, it's probably been tampered with a little bit because people had dug into it at one point. But I'm not bothered with the ravine. I half slabbed it and I went, yeah, it doesn't look as good as I thought, so whatever.
There's a couple of torches down here, granted, but I just remember, I'd say it was in like the first 3 days of HermitCraft when we were all down here. Alright, I'll take out the torches. Yeah, no, it still looks awesome. It still looks
it's
really cool,
but I couldn't use it as a base. Like, maybe to walk through it to get from one place to the other, it's pretty cool, but the lighting I found was too difficult to control. I went round and tried to add light sources in various places so you could see where you were going, and it ruined the effect, I thought.
Maybe if you had, say, like block switches, that would have been an idea, but obviously now...
Yeah, could have done that. The lighting updates, though, they really do lag the game. If you had a load of those go off at once, it would just...
But yeah, it's still... I just... First little projects in HermitCraft, this was definitely one of the coolest ones. But yeah, so that is that. I'm guessing that is your base, and then actually you've got tons and tons of farms around the spawn. Obviously they're not your farms, they're the community farms, but you've built a lot of those. Like there's the cow farm up top as well. That place looks amazing, and I apologise for breaking that the other day as well. Or at least...
that's alright, you didn't break it. Also, you missed the AFK bit. There's now an AFK farm built in there.
Oh right, okay, I didn't do very well there then.
There's something messed up with the redstone though. I couldn't figure it out. It worked the first time. The second time I went there, it locked the hopper. So
do you reckon a couple of cows got in there when I destroyed that block and they all flew out and I killed them? They might have gone into some beef or something might have gone into the hopper and broken it. I don't know.
No, it wasn't that. It was I don't know because it worked the first time I used it, right? But the redstone it doesn't lock the hopper. I said it does a moment ago, and so the wheat gets picked up before the player can pick it up. And I couldn't understand how it worked without me changing the redstone, but it's fixed now. You know how the AFK farm works, right?
Yeah, it's the one where you stand there and then the cows cycle round, then you just hold right click or put something on your keyboard and...
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep, that's the ticket, and I'm assuming it works quite well because I'm going to need... I've still got a bunch of item frames to do for my sorting system. Well, not my sorting system, my chest area.
Alright, how many do you need? Because I've got a couple of stacks here, I think.
Well, I'm trying to think of how many item frames I'll need because so far... As you know, I haven't done a whole lot. I've sorted all the things that I need to be sorted. It's all the stuff that I probably don't need sorting, but I've got the chests for. Those are the ones that I need to worry about. So
let's have a look.
Let's take a look.
So there you go. You can take a couple of stacks out of that chest if you want.
All right,
I'm gonna do a big batch of AFK farming again soon because I need the leather to make books for trading with villagers, and that takes. I need to
do another. I love one thing like strip farming is I guess. You enjoy that. I just love enchanting things. Like that is what I love doing, enchanting books. It's just such a good pastime for me. I don't know why. I do it all the time.
I like it as well, but it gets a little boring for me because I don't know. You accumulate so many useless enchantments on books while you're doing it, and then it's like it's going to be forever before I get a good one like Silk Touch or
It's not as rewarding, I guess, as strip farming or anything like that. But anyway, I guess that is your base's done.
Wait a minute. You got the Redstone Consultancy over here, haven't you?
I do, yeah.
And I was saying about, we need a wither farm. Then I guess I should make it official, right? I should be putting in a book saying, would you like to work with me on, this project, and I'll put down a price or something as well?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I mean, I was going to do it for free, I'll admit it to you, but if you're going to put
were?
I shouldn't have mentioned that.
I'll take
a look actually. I'll see if
I'll put down an offer. I'll do it official.
Oh, I've got a request.
Really?
Do you want me to read out this request?
Yeah, we're gonna read that now.
All right, I might as well. So this is from Monkey Farm, and Mumbo, I hear you do some great redstone work that never breaks ever. Yeah, that's because the first thing that I built for the Redstone Consultancy, it didn't work.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I'd like to hire you to help me build a piston elevator in my giant skull. I can supply all of the redstone supplies. I will give you 1 dirt block, or you can tell me what payment you like. Let me know, Monkey Farm. Well, you know what? That sounds like a deal that I can't miss, because even though it's not particularly expensive, any excuse to work inside that giant skull.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
It's not rendering it at the minute, but it looks incredible. So that's a done deal, I guess. I'll be doing that one. It's really not loading in. I want to take a look at it. I've only got half of the face.
Press F3 and A and it will reload.
Nope, now it's just completely gone.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
There we go. And oh my god, I just got... Did you see that lightning strike?
It was over here. It just struck down about here.
I'm going to go back into the footage and look back and see if I can get that exact frame, because if so, that is the thumbnail of the century.
Oh, right in front of the skull as well.
Right in front of the skull.
Brilliant.
I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look right now. But yeah, thanks for taking me around your bases. That was really enjoyable.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming over and having a visit.
it was good to chat to another hermit, because I've been hermiting myself a little bit. So thanks for that one. And
no problem.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
See ya.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you enjoyed that little collaboration with the Zoomovoid. I am planning on doing many more of those, and I hope that you found them enjoyable. I really like playing with other people on the server, obviously, and it will be nice to be able to do that in a video format. Obviously, I have got this little request from Monkey Farm, so perhaps I could do a video with him on that one. If you want to see that, I'll get into contact with Monkey Farm right away and see what we can do, because that will be a lot of fun. But unfortunately, that is all we have got time for today, folks. It's been a much longer episode than normal, so you've got a ton more HermitCraft to enjoy. But if you do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.